All right, real talk for a second. One of the first questions we get every single week is this. So how much does a professional video actually cost? And if you've ever asked that question, you've probably heard what's probably the most frustrating answer of all time. It depends. But today we're pulling back the curtain. No fluff, no vague agency speak, no hiding behind gear lists. I'm gonna show you what video production really costs, why it costs that much, and how to make sure your money actually does something when you hit publish. So let's go. So here's the honest truth. Most professional video production projects today land somewhere between around $5,000 and $50,000. And I know that's a big range, but here's the thing, the price isn't random. And it's definitely not about the camera, as much as some people might want to try and tell you that it is. The biggest cost driver in video production isn't gear. It's the story, the strategy, and the process behind it. And once you understand that, everything starts to make sense. Here's why pricing feels so confusing. Two companies can quote wildly different numbers for what sounds like pretty much the same video. So which one do you go with? Well, one of the biggest myths in video production is that more money equals better video. But that's just patently wrong. The real question is, does the video work? A $5,000 video that inspires people to donate, sign up, or take action is worth infinitely more than a $50,000 video that looks beautiful but does absolutely nothing. What you're really paying for is the impact. Impact is the intersection of story and craft and strategy. The gear just helps to execute on the idea. It doesn't create the idea. Almost every video production company, whether they admit it or not, prices projects around three distinct phases. Now, first we have pre-production. This is where the magic actually starts. Concepting, scripting, creative planning, logistics, scheduling. When pre-production is done well, the entire project becomes smoother, and oftentimes cheaper as well. So what affects costs here? Well, strategy time is a big part. Revisions, number of filming locations. You skip this phase and you'll pay for it later. Now we move on to phase 2, production. This is the part that everyone pictures. Cameras, lights, crew, locations. Now costs here depend on shoot length and crew size, travel, permits, catering, fuel, parking. And yes, a bit of it is based on gear. But production is just execution. If the plan is bad, more cameras or better cameras won't save it. Then we move to the third stage, post-production. This includes editing, color grading, music, sound design. Now this is where time sneaks up on budgets. Every additional cut, every extra version, every one last change. Post-production costs grow fast if expectations aren't clear all the way up front. So let's talk some real numbers. Now, across nonprofits, schools, and brands, we see these ranges hold pretty true. Testimonial videos or talking head videos are often around $10,000 to $15,000. Short campaign or social spots are more like $15,000 to $20,000. Brand films or multiple day productions, those are more $20,000, $50,000, or even more. And these aren't rigid quotes, mind you, these are realistic ranges that reflect actual projects with real crews and real outcomes. So here's how you make your dollars go further without cutting corners that matter. Clarify your goals early. What does success actually look like for you? Is it awareness, engagement? Maybe it's conversion. If the goal is fuzzy, the budget always balloons. Another thing to do is repurpose your footage. You might have one shoot, but have multiple deliverables. Plan social cuts, ads, and short edits from the same production day. Then limit review cycles. Endless feedback quietly doubles post-production costs. To do that, decide who has the final say, and make that decision early. And prioritize storytelling. Authentic emotion will always outperform flashy gear. Always. When you understand what actually drives video costs, you can budget confidently. You can choose the right video production company, and in the end, you can invest in content that lasts. At Spirit Juice Studios, we believe honest conversations lead to better stories, and in the end, better results. If you're planning a project and want a straight answer, we offer a free 15-minute budget sanity check. No pressure, no pitch, just clarity. If this helped you, hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.